Okay, so in this part of the lesson, we are going to try to collect a latent print. So a latent print is a type of print that you can't see. And usually what we'll do first is we'll go around with an oblique lighting at eye level and try to see if we can find a print. And you also might suspect something that the suspect would touch, and you go there and look for the print. Again, the suspect is usually a little sweatier than normal, so they will usually leave prints behind if they're not wearing any kind of gloves. Remember, we also can get prints from inside gloves. So we have here a card, looks like a regular white card. We don't see anything right now. We might suspect that there might be a latent print on it. We start out with some print powder. This is bichromatic, which means I can use this on a light surface like what I have here, or I can use this on a dark surface like a black table or something like that. It's very, very messy. You don't want to use a lot. I have here my feather brush. All right, so I'm going to lightly dip that, and then I'm going to try to take off as much of the excess as I possibly can. Okay. See, there's a lot of excess. So now I'm going to go to the surface that I think the print is on, and I'm going to twirl my brush lightly over it. See if I can find, oh, there we go. There's some prints in there. Okay, we definitely see some prints. That's good. So they are no longer invisible. The next thing that we have to do, I just want to make that a little darker. I don't want to ruin it either. You don't want to ruin the print, so that's why you don't want to press too hard. The next part is collecting it. That is probably the hardest part, where you have to get some type of tape. Now, this is not exactly the type of tape you would use. It's similar to this, but it would be a little bit thicker. That's why it may not come out as perfectly as we wish. But we're going to tear off a slice of this. I'm going to target that one print that's over here on the bottom. Looks like a thumbprint. All right, I'm going to target that one. And you want to press down on it, but you also don't want to ruin it at the same time. Okay, and then you want to just pull that up. Okay, it looks like it did come off. I'm going to put it next to the card we had from before, because this is where you would do your match, because this is actually the same finger. It's not so easy now, is it? So I'd have to look at this print and try to match it to this print. So again, you'd have to put that into your computer possibly, and I don't know if maybe that's too bright. You can't even see that one. There, you can see the details in this one. And then you'd want to find the same details in this print. Not so easy, is it? Especially since it's so dark. Let's see if I can do it with the other loop, if you could see it a little bit better, or maybe not. Not really. It's hard because it is on a tape. So you'd have to, again, this is not so simple. You want to really see this up close and personal to try to find those details. Again, we're looking for about 12 matching details from this print to this print, because they are supposed to be the same. It's going to take a little bit of work, but it can be done. So that is something that you would do once you have your known and then your possible suspect.